Good morning, or I guess afternoon or evening, everybody. I am recording this on Thursday morning, so I guess that's why I led with that. This is another one of my PGA model breakdowns for here over on Awesemo.com. And what I do in this article is I go over my week-long PGA model, give you what's in it, what information you can find in it, how to find the information in it, and on top of that, I give away some of my ratings and rankings that I will be using to make my lineups. So let's go ahead and get my ugly mug off of the camera and get into my model this week. This is when you download this into Excel, which all Awesemo Plus members can do. This is what you're going to find on the opening page here. The full model is what I call the tab, is what it's going to open up to, and you're going to see in front of you. First, some information, the official world golf ranking, I put all the way far left. Then I put the model in the make your own, MYOM, make your own model rank, the difference between the two. Then I get into some salary and odds information. Then, of course, comes the ownerships. Both mine and Awesemo's will be listed there. Then the ratings in the make your own model. So a lot of people ask me, what are these ratings? What does it stand for? And what it stands for simply is the way that I build lineups. So I'm going to take the base rating, the make your own, and Awesemo's ratings for the week or projected points. I'm going to put them all together. I'm going to average them out, as you can see here, and I'm going to copy them directly into Fantasy Cruncher. That way, sometimes I'll also run lineups just using the base rating, just using the make your own, and just using Awesemo's to see what differences I'm getting between them. So just another way to make lineups. Okay, as we keep going from left to right, we got the strokes gained information from the last 2 years, where they ranked in terms of the PGA Tour. Other statistical nodes from 2020. The approach proximity from 2020. Recent form last 6 weeks. And the course history at Eastlake, followed by the DraftKings points and field rank. Unfortunately, no field rank here because you see John Rahm had 94 points that last week, where most people would suggest that that's not that many, but it ended up being first in terms of how the tournament scored that week. Okay, so let's go over the tertiary information, which you may not be able to find on the sheet. The first one is the strokes gained database and screener, my Bible, each and every week. This is going to show you how and where the golfers lost or gained strokes against the field in every single event, all the way back to, as you can see me scrolling, all the way back to the 2019 Waste Management Open, not this year's Waste Management, the 2019 one. So a ton of information. As you can tell, it's something that I really love to see. Sung J M just happens to be on here. I can find that since the return of golf, he's only gained strokes on his approaches one time. I guess we could call it 2, maybe 3 if you include the .09. Okay, maybe I'm not giving him enough credit, but here's what I can say. Since the first start, so not including the Chuck Schwab, he's only gained more than 1 stroke with his approaches one time, and he's lost in 7, 8 of those events. Yeah, I'm counting 8 of those events. Wow, crazy. So that's just what I go and see. I see that Sung J M really struggling with his irons, and I know when his irons aren't going, he's probably going to really have to rely on that putting, and that has been topsy-turvy to say the least. So, and as you can see, I'll just show it to you in action here. We'll switch from Sung J to Ty Hatton. And you can see Ty Hatton played pretty well last week. Gained strokes in every category except for the putter, which has gone a little bit cold since the opening 2 starts that he had, where he gained tremendously. If he gets one of those back this week at 7,000 with the other stats looking pretty good, he could be in for a good rise up the leaderboard. I'll just click one more name here of Joaquin Niemann to show you how it works. As you can see, Niemann, if you could put Niemann's approach game into Sung J M's game, certainly the results would be much better. As you can see, Joaquin Niemann has gained strokes on the approach in every single start, where Sung J M has lost it. In fact, he's only lost strokes on the approach one time, and that was at the Wyndham a couple of weeks ago. Okay, let's keep moving on. If you're interested in some more in-depth strokes gained analysis, I put my strokes gained sheet each and every week. This week I didn't do one because I did instead an analysis on all 30 golfers in the field, so that sheet may look different. Then I go into how they're getting their points. Then, of course, the make your own model, where you can go and decide that approach proximity means nothing. We're going to say 0 in terms of allocation. Sorry, my numlock wasn't on. And you can see it's going to give them all 0 and give them all a new rating here in column R. And you can change all of the things in red to your liking. Again, what you're looking for here this week is somewhere for your projected points, somewhere under 100. So you can put in any numbers you want there as long as the number comes out to look something similar to this. Okay, now we go into our, the make your own model, the official World Golf Rank, where I just put it on each individual sheet. The odds, same thing. Strokes gained ranked by the field. Again, what I do is I put in the yearly rank on the right-hand side, and it calculates on the left-hand side what they're ranked in this field. You can see strokes gained tee to green. If we were going by 2019, Harris English would be last in the field. But as you can see, he's made a vast improvement to this year. He's ranked 12th in the field. So just a cool way to look at the information. Of course, when there's 150 golfers, this matters quite a bit more. Now we go into the other stats, and I like bringing up this page because the front page, I only show 4 stats. This one I show about 40. Maybe not quite that many, but still plenty to do damage on and to take a look at. Then I give you 2 years of approach proximity, just in case you want to compare how the golfers are doing from each distance. Then, of course, my recent form and course history sheets that I publish on Awesemo each week. Then my DraftKings database and point model, where it should give you the information for quite some time. And then how I project out my ownership. As you can see here on the screen, I've got ownership going back all the way to the Byron Nelson of last year. So a ton of information to help me try and project ownership. And typically weekly, you'll see me put the golfers into their own salary category. This week, they are spaced out into the 10s, so top 10, middle 10, and bottom 10 in terms of ownership, in terms of salary, sorry, not in terms of ownership. So if you want to look at it that way, you'll be able to do that with those tools. So before we get on out of here, let's just take a look and see what values each side of the model is projecting. We will sort it here by the base rating, and of course, this is going to take a little bit of time. Of course, you can see the ownership there. No surprise to see Jon Rahm, Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, and Billy Horschel all projected to be very high owned. Okay, so top golfer under 8,000 showing up in the base model is Cameron Smith. Oh, it's a little bit of a surprise there. I guess he comes in checking in at ranking 11 on the model. Now we'll go and take a look at the make your own model rank and see who that gives us to us. It looks like the top guy under 8,000 is Ty Hatton. That makes a little bit more sense. Wouldn't be surprised to see Ty Hatton be the best performer under 8K on DraftKings this week. All right, so that will do it for me here for a PGA DFS model breakdown. What I'm going to do for the showdown stuff is I'm going to be doing a model breakdown and a picks video each and every night for the showdown contest. It seemed to pick up a nice bit of movement last week when I did it for the first time, so we'll make the video a little bit better, a little bit more interactive, so we can try and build the audience there. So until next time, everybody, I thank you for coming by one of my PGA model breakdowns, and we will see you for the next one on Friday night. Good luck, everybody, and we'll see you on the other side. Cheers.